Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the channel. I am Atone. This is aToneTarot. Gemini, you are tuned in for the topic of who is playing the middle with you. And when I say who's playing the middle, meaning who's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or it could be who's meeting you in the middle. Someone could be meeting you in the middle of the United States, in the middle of the world. Who knows? Someone could be meeting you in the middle of chaos or in the middle of the most blessed time of your life. We're about to find out. I will be pulling 5 cards from 3 different tarot decks. I'll be going past, present, and future to get up into who is playing that middle with you, Gemini. But without further ado, we're going to get up into your message. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's take a look as it relates to my Gemini's past. Who was playing that middle ground with my Geminis? And if you could, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. To my new viewers, welcome to the channel. To my returning viewers, welcome back. I hope all is good with you guys. You're enjoying the content. Let me know. You got any topics you want me to tap into? I would like to hear that as well. 5 cards, please, Spirit, for my Gemini collective as it relates to the past. Who was playing the middle? With my Geminis. Two more cards, please. I'm sorry, one more card. One more card. And I'm not surprised which card it is. Again, you, like every other sign, has gotten this Page of Pentacles. All right, Gemini, let's get up into your message. So as it relates to who in the past was playing the middle with my Gemini collective, we got that 7 of Cups in reverse, the Lovers, the Moon, the King of Cups in reverse, as well as the Page of Pentacles. So somebody keeping some secrets. Somebody is keeping some secrets. Somebody is deliberately confusing the conversation. I'm really picking up on somebody not wanting to get to the truth. And they're avoiding the truth by way of derailing the conversation. You can't get any topic resolved because someone jumps to another topic. Like, wait. Don't jump over here to this topic before we fully flush out what happened in this situation. Yeah, somebody is definitely trying to muddy the water with you, Gemini, through avoidance in conversation by way of jumping around in the conversation. As soon as you make one point, they off to another topic. It's like whack-a-mole. You know, you hitting different spots, and every time you hit the spot, the conversation is jumping here, there, and everywhere. And I'm picking up on a Gemini collective who is very, very much annoyed with this. This is gaslighting behavior. With this King of Cups being in reverse like this, and this 7 of Cups being in reverse, that's confusion. The 7 of Cups is confusion. The Moon is secrets. And then the King of Cups in reverse, that's somebody being cold, distant, mean, disrespectful, rude, gaslighting someone, push and pull, hot and cold. You know, maybe outside you guys look like the perfect couple, but in the house it's a different ball game. Somebody mixing it up. Somebody's being a jerk, an asshole, a pessimist, an antagonist. And it is really having you question some things here with this Page of Pentacles, Gemini. Question some values, question some of your morals, question your decisions. You questioning a lot of things because of this person, and you two not being able to get on the same page. They got you going in a circle. They got you chasing your tail to some degree. And it's a significant relationship with this Lovers being here. If it's not a spouse, significant other, parents, children's, uncles, aunts, it's somebody definitely who knows you well and knows how to pull at your heartstrings, knows how to get up under your skin with this King of Cups being in reverse. This is woe is me. Nobody loves me. No matter how much I do, I'm always there for everybody else, but nobody is there for me. This is somebody who's putting it out there that they do everything and the person they with does nothing. And it feels like the person they with is you, Gemini. This is damned if I do, damned if I don't. Nothing's ever good enough, for this person. And with this Page of Pentacles being here right behind this King of Cups in reverse, that's what it's giving. Somebody saying whatever you are bringing to the table, Gemini, is not enough. It's not enough. I do more than you, and you're not giving enough. And I'm not saying that this person's feelings are not valid or not true, but this is definitely, they not satisfied with how much Gemini is bringing to the table. They feel like it's not enough with this Page of Pentacles being here. They want more from the situation. Whether or not it's valid, I can't say, but this person has definitely got some complaints about how you show up, and maybe they're not wanting to take accountability. Somebody is not taking accountability or wanting to take accountability in this situation. They want to duck and dodge the true topic or the true issue at hand. They're avoiding it. This is past, right? So this is your past. This is someone who, if ever in a conversation, you felt like, okay, this conversation has been going on for hours and we have gotten nowhere. That is who I'm talking about as far as them playing the middle. They are keeping something close to their chest. They got a secret or two, and they have a reason to want to stir confusion up. They hiding something, Gemini. They hiding truly how they feel about someone or something, but they hiding something with that Seven of Cups being in reverse, with that moon being here. The moon is like, you only get enough shadow from the moon to see a little bit. You can make out silhouettes. So you know something there. You know something wrong. But you can't definitively say what that thing is off in the distance. But it don't make you feel good, whatever that thing is in the distance. It's making you uncomfortable with you being out in the dark with this thing, and you not being able to get eyes on exactly what it is. Again, if this is not your message, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But, for those of you where things are fitting and clicking into place of what I'm saying, you know who I'm talking about. You know what's going on. But let's see present state. Presently. Who is presently playing the middle with my Gemini collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on currently with my Geminis. 5 cards, please. Here go this moon again. All right, Gemini, you received for the current situation and who's playing the middle with you currently. You received Death, the Two of Swords, the Moon, Justice, and the Fool. So whoever this is, you got a lot of major arcana continuing over into this spread, which means it's a very significant relationship. You had the Lovers in the previous spread, and now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of your 5 cards in the current situation represented by major arcana. So yeah, this is some major decisions and maybe a major secret, a major lie that causes my Gemini to have to make a very important decision around the next stage and phase of their life. Something may be coming to an end because you discovered that somebody who shouldn't have been 1 foot in, 1 foot out with you, and they should have been 10 toes down, feet planted to the floor with you, is now sending you off on an independent journey to a new beginning. Something is, so the Death card is the end, like it's the end of something, and the Fool is the beginning. So, and again, this is current state, and we started off with Death and it ended up with the Fool. That was the first card out was Death, the last card out was Fools. So you cut somebody or something, a significant relationship out, you end it, and it sets you off onto a new beginning in your life, Gemini. That makes you feel lighter, free, and not a care in the world or a concern about what that secret might have been that other person was keeping from you. You don't even care anymore. You know, this is definitely given. I don't care what you say to me. Just say, as long as you saying it's over. Who is that? That is Chrisette. What's her name? That's a song by, oh my goodness, I cannot remember that woman's name. But it's something Chrisette. Oh, I cannot remember her name. But she has a song where she says, you know, say what you want. Tell whoever what you want about us. But as long as you saying it's over, I don't care. I want this thing done. Goodbye. Let it go. You know, with the Justice card being here, there may be a divorce currently being discussed. And if not divorce, somebody needs to be accountable for the confusion and the dissension that was caused by another, right? Because this is major. Like I said, with these major arcana here, this ain't no boyfriend, girlfriend. This is really feeling like spouse, living partner of a long time, a long-standing relationship. Somebody is being deceitful and not honest about something that they did or something that went down. And because they can't be honest and accountable, Gemini is like, I got a decision to make. And it's looking like my Geminis are choosing to create a new beginning for themselves. Yeah. Yeah. Because death is like, you know, I need to transform and recreate my life because this ain't it. This is not it. And you may need to get the legalities involved to do so. Breaking of a lease, breaking of a marriage contract, breaking of a business contract. Because somebody kept something very important from you or made you feel very uncertain about your relationship. Because again, the topic of the read is who is playing the middle. And with all these major arcana on my desk, this is not an individual who should have been playing 1 foot in, 1 foot in, 1 foot out with you, Gemini. They should have been all the way transparent, all the way honest, forthcoming, even whoever this is. They owe you a response. They owe you an explanation. They are obligated to you in one way or another, whether this be an employee or whatever the case may be. You know the dynamic of the relationship, but whoever this is, they have a responsibility to you in one shape, form, fashion, or another. And because they have this responsibility to you and they are not honoring that responsibility, they're making you feel very uneasy about the nature of the relationship, the status of the relationship. You don't know if what the relationship was built on originally is in fact true now. They got you questioning a lot of things. They got you questioning a lot of things and having you in a space where you feel as though you need to deploy head over heart now with this person, where it used to be heart over head. But now you like, nah, I see that you wasn't giving me 100% of you. So now I have to pull back and become more strategic about how I approach conversations with you, how I interact with you, because I don't trust you anymore. Yeah, whoever this is currently, my Geminis do not trust this individual any longer. And they may be deploying a plan around how to create a new beginning for themselves. Yeah, so cross watcher, beware. Let's move on to future state as it relates to who is playing the middle with my Gemini collective. But before we do that, go ahead and smash that like button, Gemini. Comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. All right, future state. Who in the future is going to attempt to play that middle ground with my Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Now, this is a completely different deck. I've been pulling from different decks all night. Let's see how this plays out. One more card, please. Spirit. Here we go with this Page of Pentacles, man. Listen, lessons being learned, bridges being burnt out here going into 26. That's what it's feeling like. So for the future, as it relates to who is going to attempt to play the middle with my Geminis, we received Death, the Three of Coins, the High Priestess in reverse, Temperance, and the Page of Coins. Now, whoever this is that you ended it with from the current spread, they coming back around to say, no, 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 Gemini, let's work this out. Let's work together. Let's work together. And with this High Priestess being in reverse, the secret is still there. The secret is still there. And until whoever this is comes clean and be honest with my Gemini, they're not going to allow this person to interfere with their peace. They're not going to allow this person to get them out of character, yelling, screaming, hollering, because maybe at one point that's what your relationship with this person consisted of. Remember, in the beginning, the conversation never went anywhere. It was a bunch of confusion, right, in the conversation. And whenever that happens, that will make someone frustrated and want to cuss, yell, scream, holler, and possibly throw things. If I feel like every time I bring up a valid point this person is ducking and dodging at. It's like, you are trying to insult my intelligence now. And that causes one to become irate. I know, because I've been there. Like, no. We're not going to jump off this topic because the point I just made is valid. And because it's valid, you want to move on to something else that has nothing to do with this thing, which we can get to that thing in the conversation. But before we move on to that thing, we're going to address this thing. And the person is like, no, because that thing don't have anything to do with nothing anymore. And blah, 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 blah. They find a way to throw the conversation out of balance over and over again. And it has rocked my Gemini's peace for some time now. And Gemini said, I'm done with it. I'm cool. I'm over it. I can show you better than I can tell you, right? You are now going to give this person a dose of their own medicine. You're going to show them how they made you feel. If talking to them didn't work, now you have a plan of your own, Gemini, where you like, yeah, let me show you how this is done. Let me show you what keeping secrets and making it appear like I'm doing something maybe when I'm not, what that feels like for you. Two can play this game. But make sure when you play with me, you got all of the instruction manual down. Memorize. You know all the rules when you come play with me, because I'm playing for keeps. And somebody may make you an offer, Gemini, as a result to that, right? They may realize like, all right, now I understand what Gemini was trying to say to me, right? I fully get it, right? Because not until someone goes through something, or it's them on the receiving end of the pain, discomfort, disrespect, silent treatment, like I said, secrets, not until it's them going through it they understand. Oh, now all of a sudden I understand. I got the lesson. Oh, I fully understand what you mean, Gemini. And they just might get it. Maybe you ending something and walking away does create a certain amount of awareness for this person, right? The absence of your presence gives them time to reflect. How they talk to you, how they might have taken you for granted. You know what I mean? And you were doing your damnedest to try to meet them in the middle and help them understand that whatever they were doing was hurting you. And they didn't seem to feel like it was a big deal. They like, oh, Gemini's blowing it out of proportion, right? And you're like, oh, okay. All right. I'm going to show you what blowing it out of proportion means. Matter of fact, I'm going to take me and my proportion over here elsewhere, and you go over there, because I don't want nothing to do with this no more. And that usually be the surefire way to see whether or not a person really, bangs with you. Truly. If they really have your back, if they really love you, if they really want to be around you. Because again, we take people for granted all the time. Like, oh, this person get on my nerves. They always complaining about something, or, they come in the house always wanting to hug and kiss up on me, and I don't be feeling like that, right? But the minute that hug and kiss up on me is not there coming through the door, the person notices, well, damn, maybe I liked it a little more than I let on. And maybe I made Gemini feel like it wasn't something that they should have done, but really, I didn't even realize. That person may not even have realized how detrimental you were to their life, because they got so used to having you around. They got used to it. And again, that's the surefire way to take somebody for granted. But that is your message, Gemini. And until next time, I hope that this helps. Peace.